Oh, well, it is now the 24th of December 2019, Christmas Eve. We're at the end of another big year. Probably personally one of the biggest years for me. Not so much on YouTube, but in life, I think. But I think ultimately I'll just stick to covering the YouTube stuff. So I had my big plan that I worked through last year to implement the road to 2019, and so here we are at the end of 2019 with my 3 personal channels being very specific things. And here, the Christmas specials where I just talk about stuff go on Mabeanie Talks. It's a loud bird, don't know if you heard it. And then Mabeanie Games, it's just the home of Friday Night Fun, and haven't really done a video that's separate as like a Tuesday video, but I do want to do one soon. But you just gotta organise that sort of thing. You gotta want to do it in the first place. You gotta be set up and ready to do it. And also feeling like a video is a good idea is an important thing to do. And so it's mostly been Friday Night Fun on Mabeanie Games, and on Supercars Mabeanie it's been very successful. We've had, how many Supercars videos? 2? I did Scott McLaughlin Multiple Championships and the Resurrector Race Team with Chaz Monster on it. And that one did crazy well, and Scott McLaughlin one did very well as well. The next one I want to do is probably not going to do as well, and I think that's mostly because it's not about any current star drivers. It's about the Superlight entry that Matt Stone Racing are going to be fielding in 2020, and so I want to talk about what the historical examples of a shared car entry, and how we can expect the Superlight entry to do. Spoiler alert, I think that it's going to do better than most shared car entries have done in the past. And I'll do my 2020 predictions video after the pre-season test, because I like using the pictures, and also you get a bit of an idea, a bit of a visual of what the cars look like, and so you get a bit of an idea of, okay, this is what 2020 is going to look like. And so when you've got that visual in your head, you can think about the championship as a real thing rather than as a theoretical thing that hasn't happened yet. And there are obviously the calendar changes, I think, will make a big difference in the results. Certainly for teams that that have struggled at certain tracks. But I can't actually remember what I wrote down for that sort of thing. I did write down some stuff about it for each team. But yeah, 2019's just been an interesting year, so I guess we'll go from the start and think about it. SAIM Industries had a pretty solid year. Just kept doing the normal thing, kept doing our recording sessions. What were we doing at the start of the year? Were we doing Mario Sunshine? I think we were. Yeah, because it was all about the Twilight Princess thing, which we've now got going, and it will be the main console gaming series show being run into next year. But on SAIM Industries we had Mario Sunshine and Borderlands 2, I think. We've been running Borderlands 2 for a while. I'm making some bread, if you can hear the bread maker whirring. But also got Borderlands 2 and Mario Sunshine, and then Mario Sunshine ended, and then we started Metroid Fusion. We did that for like 25 episodes, something like that. And then Borderlands 3 came out in September, and so we started doing that. And what did we do? I think after Metroid Fusion we did. Did we do something in between? I don't know. Oh, we did the in between, but I'm not sure. Oh, and then we did Mario Odyssey. Right. We started that in May or something. On the 31st of May or something like that. And then I had my computer issues. And so like what happened was my hard drive corrupted in early June. It corrupted because I unplugged it because my computer was slowing down. I couldn't work out what was going on. So I unplugged the hard drive mid-shutdown because it was taking way too long. And as a result of that, I ended up having to spend 7 months. 7 months? No, 5 months with the computer on all day, every day, because the computer was doing a recovery of the data that I'd almost lost and recovering all the corrupted data. And so I had to decide what to keep. But first I had to see what it could actually grab, see what actually could be recovered, and then choose what to recover. And then after I'd done that, I wanted to reformat the hard drive, but I couldn't do that, which actually makes me wonder why I've still got the hard drive on my desk, because it doesn't work. So it should just go in the bin. I've got a new hard drive. I've got hard drives all over the place. I got a little USB 1 terabyte hard drive that Eisner Mata gave me for my birthday, for mostly because we had an AIM Industries drive to put our recordings on, so we could just hand the drive to one another. And he ended up putting his own stuff on it because he ran out of room everywhere else, and so he gave me my own hard drive for my birthday. And so that drive is pretty much all about me taking it up to recording sessions, and then we put the recording console gaming series recordings onto it. Yeah. And but yeah, this year it kind of got ruined by the corruption of the hard drive in terms of progress on my own personal channels. So I couldn't do Friday Night Fun, I couldn't do I couldn't make any Supercars videos because my computer was doing all its stuff. I didn't really want to slow it down any further, it was taking long enough as it was. And that's partially why it couldn't reformat the hard drive, because it was going to take too long. It would do it, it would get up to like 99%, it would complete the reformatting according to itself, and then say, no, can't do it. And then you go, what was that 3 weeks about? Which was pretty frustrating. But I think at the end of it I just thought, I don't care. I just want this thing to be over, it's taken way too long. I bought this new software, what's it called? EasyOS Data Recovery. So next time I have some kind of hard drive corruption, then I can just do the data recovery that way. And I paid money for the software. I paid like, how much did I pay? I paid a good amount of money, like $70 or $90, something like that. Because apparently such a $20 difference doesn't make any difference to me. I got a job this year as well, so I started working on the 31st of October, and yeah, I've been working ever since. A couple of times a week, had stuff going on, so it's been good. And so now life is weird, because now it's like, well, I've got a job, and it doesn't, life doesn't feel right yet. And so I don't really know what I want. I keep thinking, oh, if I get a girlfriend, then my life will be great. But then you don't know. When you have things, you want more things. And so it's just something you have to learn to manage. You have to, it's a psychology of life. And so, what else? No, SAIM Industries, Supercars, Mabeanie. Well, I've been watching the Supercars racing as well. Basically since I graduated, well, since I finished uni, I've been keeping up with Supercars. I know I'm capable of not keeping up with Supercars, but this is a choice. It's like choosing to drink tea. It's my favourite drink, and so I like to have it. And I can decide not to have it in the same way that I can. It's a choice. You make these decisions. So that's pretty much it. I don't know if I really want to say any Merry Christmassy things. I think I always want people to be the best that they can be, and because otherwise it's just frustrating when people aren't doing that. I don't really care what time of year it is. I think that if you are, and sometimes you should just relax and take it easy. Don't worry too much about trying so hard. Sometimes you gotta take a break. You can't always be on it, because one day you won't be on it, and it'll be an important day. But yeah, I think that I'm always trying to be the best that I can be, and so in YouTube video making, I'm always trying to be the best that I can be. In comics, in magazine making, and the most important thing really is your approach to things. And so, this year was a pretty rough year at the start, because I felt like I hadn't achieved any of the things that I wanted to achieve. I wasn't anywhere near going for the goal that I wanted to go for in life, which is I want to make video games. And I didn't have a job, and I felt like it was all kind of hopeless. I didn't have any good work experience. Now I've got that, and that's just been the hard thing. And other people have probably done it tougher than me, of course. So I don't talk about myself like I think that I've been given a bad share. I think I've been given a very good share, and there's always room for improvement. So there've been things in the past where I could have tried harder. I could have tried it all, but things turn out the way they do, and then they help shape who you are as a person. Pickle-Shaped Peanuts, we didn't upload anything until this week. Until this part just past Saturday. I just edited all the videos. I had already edited most of the V8 Supercars videos, and so now they're all scheduled to go into the new year and on for until like February or something, because they're only up on a Saturday every week. And so the next step for us is getting together, doing some more recording sessions, putting something together, and yeah, it's just a fun channel. All the videos are really fun, and it's a different experience for me. Doing Pickle-Shaped Peanuts is different to doing SAIM Industries, is different to doing my own personal channels. And then obviously in 2020 I'll be reaching my 10-year anniversary on the 17th of April, which was the day that I made Mr. Mabeanie. Actually, I've got a fair bit of content to make for my channels. So I've got this thing I've got to make, and then I've got I did more talks with Bias No Tomato, and so got to edit all that. We talked about the FTC and copper thing quite lengthily, quite extensively, and so I kind of want him to listen to it and approve what he says in it, but at the same time I think that what he said in the thing was perfectly justified, and he's just going through the emotional roller coaster of the whole thing because he's kind of obsessed with it and distracted by it, whereas I'm just going, look, it turns out the way it does. I don't rely on YouTube for money. Things turn out the way that they do. I don't think YouTube is intending to shoot itself in the foot, and I think that what it's got at the moment is good, and so it's going to be very careful with how it implements things, and it's obviously working very closely with FTC in how it implements those regulations that it's supposed to be making. But I don't really want to do too much reflecting on my YouTube career. I did a little bit of it in the chat with us and Mato, but look, it's just gonna be another year. This year has been another year. It's been just another year of personal growth, of channel growth. I hit 100 subscribers, and then Donald Duck the Viking deleted his channel, and so I went down to 99. And that's not I don't blame him. It was just a little bit funny because I got an email from YouTube saying, "Congratulations, you've passed 100 subscribers." And then I thought, well, I'm at 100. I haven't passed it. Don't get so optimistic, YouTube. You know, it's taken 9 years for me to get to 99. Let's not be optimistic and pretend that everything's about to get really good. The main thing is that I keep doing what I want to do, and so that's what I'm doing. Anyway, that's my little discussion video for my Christmas 2019 special thing. Hopefully I'm gonna edit it better than last year's, because last year I was like halfway through editing it, and then afterwards I just went stuff that I've run out of time, and then kind of threw it all together. But I think this one haven't talked about anything too badly, and I'm actually alone in the house this year, as opposed to last year when there was like vacuuming and yelling, and there was all sorts of stuff going on in the house, and so now it's just a good opportunity today, because people are at work, people are at stuff, and I'm lucky enough to not have work this week. Lucky or unlucky. Oh, I've got to do my bread. Thanks for listening, and see you in 2020. Bye bye.